Hey, what's up, everyone? I am in Kachao, which is known as the green lung of Bangkok. Not technically in Bangkok, but close enough that we can call it Bangkok. It's almost completely surrounded by the Chao Phraya River. And if you look at it on Google Maps, it's really, really green, lots of jungle vegetation over here and ravines going all the way through it. So we're going to check out the floating market. We're going to check out some of the temples they've got over here and also go kayaking and look at the nature because it's really close to the city center and it's so beautiful. Let's check it out. So we came to Bang Na Pier and my friend Rob brought his motorbike. Didn't tell me to bring mine. I brought my car, so I had to park it on the other side. He got his motorbike on the ferry across the river. I had to rent out a motorbike when I got here, which is 300 baht for the day. And he told me that I don't have to fill it up with fuel again. And I'm assuming it's because it's not very big and he knows I'm not going to use up very much fuel. Anyway, let's go check it out. Talat Nam Bang Nam Phung. Oh, that is good. It is hot. It is hot. Okay, that drink is really refreshing. Now we're checking out these goats. Rob told me that we could try some goat milk, but apparently they don't sell the goat milk anymore because it's sold off to make cosmetics. So we're not going to try any of it, but we are going to feed the goats. It's like Lady and the Tramp. You know, Lady and the Tramp with a little spaghetti, yeah. What's up? Look at you. They've also got durian. The typical you love it or you hate it fruit. Love or hate?
Love, obviously, like.
Okay, that's the floating market done. It was okay. I think Rob oversold it to me a little bit, but it was okay. Overselling stuff to me.
Ever the cynic.
Yeah, no, look, it was okay. Look, there are better markets in Thailand, but it's nice being here. Now we're going to get back on the motorbikes. Really beautiful houses and buildings here. So we're now at this big Gisha Shrine. I didn't think I was dressed appropriately enough for it, but they told us that it's okay for men. It's just women have to dress a little bit more conservatively. Now, here's something really interesting about the religions in South Asia, Southeast Asia, that are very different from the Abrahamic religions. You might have noticed that if you come from Abrahamic religions, or at least your country was based in that, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, very, very big on belief. So we'll often come to like Thailand and ask people, do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? And then we get kind of confused when they give us sort of not very clear answers and everyone's a little bit different. And that's because the religions over here are not focused on what they believe nearly so much as what they do. And that's why you'll see in one temple there'll be sort of 3 or 4 different belief systems and deities, and they don't necessarily believe in all of them. But it's not a real problem because it's all about what you do. Okay, so we are now kayaking. Obviously, it's struggling to kayak and actually film at the same time. This is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. So we're really not far out of Bangkok at all. I mean, technically this isn't in Bangkok, but people often just say Bangkok. So for those of you wondering, these kayaks are 100 baht rental. Doesn't seem to be a time restraint on it. You can sit 3 people in them, but 2 would be much more comfortable. We've gone for 1 each. See, I've actually tethered my boat to Rob's boat so I can film. It's a great excuse to be lazy. So while we're going down this really beautiful sort of canal or river, stream maybe you could call it, Rob just reminded me that we're less than a mile away from Silom, which is pretty insane, right? This feels like we're in Borneo and we're less than a mile away from Silom. So in an hour or so, there'll be some people going down there having an interesting time this evening, and we'll be checking out the nature. It's got some really cool places here. Locals are so friendly. Always happy to be filmed. Sawadee krap lung. All these bubbles here, there's going to be a monitor lizard. All right, so Rob, I'll be honest with you, you oversold the market to me a bit. Yeah, you undersold the kayaking. The kayaking's astounding. Let's be honest. Some guard dogs are more threatening than others. Rob, you fancy a barbecue? I mean, look, out of all the animals we've seen so far, that's the one for barbecuing, right? So, while Rob is doing a fantastic job of paddling, we'll learn a bit of Thai. So, to rent, chow, chow. So, chow rua, rua is a boat. And then you'd say the type of boat it was. So, rua yacht, or whatever the type of boat is, or just rua, because they're not going to be too specific. Like you'll hear you got kayaks, they know you're not renting out a yacht, right? So you just say chow rua. And then, oh, we're going to crash into this. Interrupting my Thai language lesson. Now then, if you want to talk about the rates, you could just say tolai, okay, tolai krap, which means how much. But it's oftentimes an hourly rate or a daily rate. So they might just, or a per time rate. So to be chumong la means per hour, and then the price. So chumong la 100 baht, be 100 baht per hour, or one la 100 baht, 100 baht per day, or krang la 100 baht, which would be 100 baht per time. I just find these boats and fun rides, when they're kind of done and they're set to retire, something sad about it. It's like the death of fun, right? At some point, those were there floating and people having fun, and now they're there as a distant memory of fun times. So Rob and I were just talking about bites and certain types of snake bites. Sorry, spider bites. And then it looks like he just got pegged by one. Pegged. That sounds like a weird word. I mean, I guess I'm just used to saying Rob gets pegged. He's got bitten by a spider, which is definitely not his week, because he just got bitten by a white-lipped pit viper about 7 or 8 days ago. And that's actually really interesting. It was on his foot. The reason why that's really interesting is because most people that send you to hospital pretty quickly, but because Rob's been bitten by other species within that sort of group before, so the Trimeresurus macrops, this was the Trimeresurus albolabris, he kind of had like an immune system to an extent to it, so he had really bad pain. Was on painkillers and lots of swelling, but no foot rot. And then we go today and he's getting nailed by spiders. There you go, Rob. And the sad thing is Rob does so much for animals. He helps animals so much. And that's how they repay you, Rob. Shows you, Rob. Stop helping people. Stop helping things. So, kayaking was a lot of fun. Absolutely stunning. Just feels really strange to be like so close to Bangkok and yet feeling so far out. Anyway, we're now at a park and we're going to see if we can find some orb weaving spiders. Rob reckons they're like 7 inches or so. But then again, when it comes to 6, 7 inches, Rob has been known to be a liar. So it's probably a little bit about this big, but we'll find them, see if we see these spiders here at the park. Mate, that was a wild fart. So if anyone's wondering why Rob's not talking, he's not a mute, far from it. It's just I haven't mic'd him up. But that fart he just did was so loud, I don't know. All right, so how big is that spider, Rob? Yeah, let's be honest, that's a stunning web though. It's absolutely stunning web. Common garden spider. There you go, that one's a little bit of a better size, but I mean...
Well, it's the right species.
Yeah, that's the correct species. When they actually get to full size, they're really impressive to see. This one's about, this one's, to be honest, tiny compared to how big they get. This one's about 2 inches in diameter of its legs, but they do get much, much bigger. I got the back end of them. Those are some flying foxes. I got like maybe 1 second of them flying. Look at you just chillaxing, hanging your feet off. That is relaxing. I've actually never seen a lizard look that relaxed in my life. Are you going to get on the boat with us? Okay, pretty hot now. So we are at the pier on the way back over the river. I'm going to get my car, go home. So it's a really fun day out. To be honest with you, nothing individually is actually worth coming here. I'm just going to be very, very honest. Like nothing individually is worth coming here. But as a day out on a Sunday, you've got nothing to do. You want to check some things out. You want to go a little bit of kayaking, go and check out some markets and some parks and things like that. It's a pretty cool day out, and it definitely makes you feel like you got out of Bangkok. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and all that good kind of goodness. And I'll see you next time. Peace.